Welcome back to episode 4 of this hyper-realistic portrait series. In this part, we are going to focus on shading forehead and hairline, areas that bring a lot of realism and intensity to the portrait when handled well. This section features a unique challenge, creating the appearance of wet reflective skin with tiny sweat drops and realistic hair strands falling across the face. We will break down the process into manageable steps from base shading to building pose and fine textures, and finally to adding glistening sweat highlights that make the portrait come alive. To begin, I start by lightly marking the direction and placement of hair strands using a hard bristle brush dipped in a little charcoal powder. These strands often curve and fall across the forehead irregularly, so keep your motion loose and natural. I'm not going in with dark values just yet. This is more like a soft mapping of where each strand will fall. Once I am happy with layout of the hair strands, I move on to laying down the base tone across the forehead. For this, I switch to a soft medium sized brush and load it with a charcoal powder. I apply this powder in small circular motions to create an even and soft foundation. Be especially gentle during this step. We want a smooth mid-tone surface without harsh strokes or lines to start setting the overall light direction. Once we have a clean base, I move on to deepening certain areas to add structure and realism. I pick up a small size soft brush for better control and begin darkening the portions along the eyebrows. These regions often appear more recessed and naturally darker. Using the same brush, I carefully work around subtle wrinkles that cross the forehead. These wrinkles are key to creating realistic skin, but they must remain soft and not overdefined. Rather than drawing hard lines, I gently darken the area around the wrinkle and blend it properly to diffuse the edges. This gives the illusion of depth without making the skin look dry or cracked. In hyperrealistic drawings, even wrinkles should feel alive and part of the healthy skin surface. With the shadows in place, let's move on to the hairline and the strands of wet hair that fall onto the forehead. I go back to those soft hair strand guidelines we created earlier and now define them using 4B charcoal pencil. I follow each strand carefully, keeping the pencil strokes confident but varied in width and darkness. Some strands are thicker or darker, while others fade slightly into the skin. This variety creates depth and realism. To give the hair a wet look, I grab my pencil eraser and start lifting out thin reflections along the one edge of the each strand. These are not pure white lines, they are soft glimmers of reflected light that help the hair appear glossy and wet. You can even enhance few strands with slightly curved highlights near the top or midsection to suggest moisture clinging of the hair. Now comes the most detailed and creative part, building skin texture and wet highlights. I start just above the eyebrow by tapping gently with an pencil eraser to lift out tiny areas of the base tone. This creates soft texture that resembles natural skin pores. These lifted areas should feel random but avoid creating pattern. True skin is full of irregularities. Once that done, I begin shading specific area a bit darker to make room for sweat drops. I use a small brush and darken a gentle horizontal path where a sweat drop will appear to be sliding across the skin. This shadow gives the sweat drop weight and direction. Above that drop, I darken the upper part of the forehead just slightly using a soft brush. This subtle gradient from light to darks helps exaggerate the shyness of the drop and creates an environment for high contrast. Next, I use a Mono Zero eraser to lift out a clean, bright highlights along the top edge of the sweat drop. This sharp edge should contrast against slightly darker tone we just laid. If the sweat appears too flat, I repeat this step with a pencil eraser nearby to soften the transition. This creates the illusion of curvature and volume within the sweat. To tie everything together, I use a 2H pencil to draw very light horizontal lines across the forehead. These represent soft wrinkle creases that add the sense of skin tension and moisture. I go back with Mono Zero eraser, add texture near the bright areas where the highlights are harsher. I keep the edge clean where they are softer. I switch to the regular pencil eraser and gently tap around the edges. This interplay of soft and sharp light gives the forehead that signature sweaty texture. It looks reflective but still part of the skin. With the major textures and sweat drops in place, it's time to refine the details and unify the tones. I pick up my 2H pencil and start darkening the tiny shadows that exist between the lifted highlights. This contrast is what gives the illusion of sweat sitting on the skin rather than just being a part of it. Then I use a blending stump to smooth out the transitions where needed. I avoid blending the highlights directly, those should remain crisp. But I do blend the midtones surrounding them so the transition feels seamless. Check for any overly sharp lines or awkward blotches. If anything looks unnatural, now is the time to soften it. At the same time, step back and look at the whole forehead. Make sure your lightning looks consistent and natural across the entire area. Now we are ready for finishing touches. This is where a white jelly roll pen comes in. I use it very sparingly, only tapping it on the brightest sweat sections, usually where a light is directly bouncing off a curved drop or glistening edge of the wet hair strand. You don't want to overuse the pen. Too many white dots will make the skin look metallic or artificial. Just a few precise highlights in key areas will make the sweat look real and the skin feel luminous. Here are some quick tips. Start by lightly marking the hair strands with hard brush. Apply soft paste on using circular motions with the soft brush. Darken key areas near the brows and wrinkles with small brush. Build realistic wet hair strands with pencil and highlight using erasers. Add pose and scattered highlights using subtractive methods. Use dark and light contrast to shape sweat drops and wrinkles. Blend transitions carefully, keep highlights crisp. Add final shine with white jelly roll pen for realism. And that's it for the episode 4. We have shaded the forehead and hairline with tons of subtlety and realism. Everything from tiny pores to glistening sweat drops and natural looking hair strands. This part of the face may seem simple at first, but it holds a lot of visual complexity and mood. In the next episode, we will move down to the cheek and nose that often reflects even more sweat and require delicate tonal control. I'll show you how to build high contrast while keeping the skin soft and three-dimensional. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, share your thoughts in comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not already so you won't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next episode.